Instagram story highlights are not only underrated, but they're also massively misunderstood. Most of the time you don't use them correctly. Although they can literally be a game changer when you have your ideal clients or potential followers that are visiting your profile. They can not only help you gaining more followers, but they can also help you signing more clients. And all that on automation. So you need to make sure you're putting the right information in your Instagram story highlights, and that's exactly what I'm going to help you with in today's video. Let's start with your Instagram profile. You have literally seconds to convince someone to follow you. So anyone that's checking your account, within seconds, they should know who you are, what your account is about, what you can help them with, what you offer and how, and if they can trust you. It can be really hard to sum this up in just a few lines in your bio, and this is when your Instagram story highlights are going to play a massive role. You don't want to underestimate the power. I'm literally receiving weekly DMs from people asking me stuff once they watch my Instagram story highlights, whether it's leads or just followers who want to get to know more, or people asking more about my offer and so on. This is really going to help you to sign more clients and help you have a more loyal following. Okay, you got the message, it's super important. So what do you need to do? Let's have a look at this right now. A first very important point, don't have too many highlights. It will really defeat the purpose of staying clear and concise, and it will just overwhelm people. And if you overwhelm people, they don't bother staying long. They just go away and then you lost them forever. So your ideal clients should know how to find the information they are looking for. So it's all the things we listed at the beginning. That's why you want to keep 4 to 6 highlights maximum. You don't want too many highlights that people have to swipe, that they don't see it right away, that you have all the information. That's very important. Now, the first highlight that you want is a start here. In this highlight, you want to explain who you are, why you created this account, and what you can help people with. This is basically saying, hey, welcome, this is who I am, this is what you can find on my account, and I'm going to help you with all of these things. The key here is to be creative, because people don't want to stay and listen to you talking about yourself. So you really want to make sure to have them in your mind, but also be creative in the way you're going to film this. It doesn't have to be you speaking to your phone. You could do some storytelling where you share just some pictures or something very visual while telling your story. You could decide to make it more like a reel style with some music in the background, whatever you like, but try to be a bit more creative so people watch until the end. Okay, the second highlight that you need is social proof or testimonials. And this one is absolutely crucial. Whatever you do, you want to have some sort of social proof. It's going to help you gain trust with your potential follower or potential clients. So here you want to show off either your clients' results or what you have accomplished in the past. Basically anything that will make the person trust you and trust that you're the best person for the job, trust that they can follow along and listen to you and that you're not gonna feed them with BS. This is going to be really important to gain trust. So here a little tip, screenshots and everything. So make sure to screenshot everything. Every time you have a client that say, hey, it was amazing working with you, that's enough testimonial to share. So make sure to have enough of them and to share them in this story highlights. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video so far. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't done it already, because I'm sharing with you bi-weekly videos on how to gain new followers and how to sign more clients with Instagram. Okay, story highlight number 3 is education and inspiration. So here's where you share anything that's going to be either educational or inspirational, anything that you share in your stories on a daily or weekly basis that is going to help them achieve their goals, help them with their problems, something that is really inspiring or a mindset block or anything that is going to help them basically. So you really want to show your potential follower or potential clients what you're about. How do you teach them? What is this account about? And how do you actually help them achieve their goals and solve their problems? Obviously, you don't want to make your highlights too long. I highly recommend that you keep maybe 10-15 stories maximum, because otherwise people won't watch them and it will just defeat the purpose. So make sure to save your best tips in this story highlights or something that you know they need to know in order to understand a little bit better about whatever it is that you help them with. Okay, and story highlights number 4 is your offer. This is basically where you're going to explain what you do and what are your services. Here you really want to be straight to the point and concise. It's very important that you know how to describe what you do in just 1 or 2 sentences maximum. So for example, I helped you grow a service business with the power of Instagram. You pretty much understand what I'm doing within just 1 sentence. And that's going to be very important that you know how to do that. In this story highlight, you can add more testimonials if needed. It can always help. But most importantly, you want a call to action. So for example, it could be DM me to learn more. It could be a call to action to your website. So now we have the link sticker, so you can definitely put a link sticker with a link to your services, your sales page, and so on. But basically, they need to know what's the next step, how they can contact you to work with you. Okay, another important rule here is to make sure to keep your story highlights in order. So your start here should be at the beginning, obviously. Then the rest is not as important, but you really want to make sure that they make sense and that you can see them very well. And the start here, I highly recommend that you keep it on the left. So how do you do this? Because every time you add story highlight, it's just going to mix things up. So in order to keep the start here on the left, you just need to add another story to your start here and then remove it. And it's just going to keep it on the left. So every time you have to think about this and remind yourself to do this, because it's just going to help people to go through a certain process. Okay, that's it. So now you know exactly what to put in your Instagram highlights. Hope it was clear. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell, because I'm sharing with you bi-weekly videos on how to grow an audience on Instagram, how to get more leads, and how to sign more clients so you can finally build the service business you always dreamed of. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.